Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another episode of the Player Career Mode, and today we have the knockout stage of the South America Cup, and as you can see, we have Venezuela up first, and this is going to be a tough match, knockout stage game versus other nations is always extremely difficult. You don't usually play a lot of games with your national team teammates unless you are in the same club. Here we get a nice through ball. We bury it inside. It's 40 minutes, as you can see. 40 minutes. It took a long time to get that golden opportunity. Again, with these national teams, a lot of them like to sit with the ball. They like to just hold it in the midfield and try to do something with it, but like they don't normally play risky passes. They usually go for the safer option every single time, which is annoying because you can't really get the ball off them too easily. But at the same time, it's a little bit helpful in a lot of the cases because they don't tend to attack too much unless there's absolutely a spot for them to play a safe pass for an attack. So when we get that chance to go up, it's a little bit better to hold off the result because of the fact that they do that and they don't really have a different game plan. And here we actually face Argentina again. As you can see on the bracket, Brazil went up, Colombia went up, Argentina beat Mexico 3-2. That must have been a nice game. Here I have the gameplay sped up because a lot of it is I just wanted to show off from what I was talking about last episode, where like the footage was literally it didn't make sense to show. Like, you don't usually see this in like normal games. There's always some programming that they're talking about and stuff like that, and you never actually get to see any of that. And in the previous clip, you could see that it was like a zoomed out camera, which normally doesn't happen. But I guess that's because there's no package for the South America Cup. And yeah, we had to skip the whole first half because genuinely nothing happened. And here Argentina get a chance. I don't even know how the guy sped up to reach that ball, but it is what it is. And then inside the 70th minute, around there, we get a nice chance here. Pulisic passes the ball. We score, comes off the post. We make it 1-1, and it's really nice. We're making a comeback. We're not gonna go out this easily, and I knew it wasn't gonna be easy, and it actually took us into extra time because here I wanted to make a runoff and have Pulisic pass me the ball. And none of that happened. They go for a shot, and that's the end of the full time. And so we have to go into extra time. And genuinely nothing happened in the first half of extra time. Nothing really happened in the second half of extra time. They try to do something here, but like they don't actually get anything off, which is the problem with the AI at this difficulty. Like, both AIs are just stuck like, oh, I want to do this, and the other AI is like, yeah, I want to do the same thing, and they just block each other for like hours. And the first penalty we miss, and I immediately think like, oh my god, we're about to lose, and then he saves it. I thought we were gonna lose. He saves it, and then this guy just blasts it off, and I'm just like pissed the entire time, and I don't get a pen. And then Argentina slots it away so easily, and then Sargent comes up. I think that's Sargent, and then he puts his away, and I'm like, you know what? Maybe we can bring it back. Maybe. And then McAllister here, he gets it saved. The keeper doing some crazy stuff here. And then I finally get my pan. I bury it as usual. Velasco here getting his opportunity. Easy finish. It's a tough game. And Pulisic blasts over the net, and I don't even know what to think. Here is just like, if he scores this, it's over for us. Like we can't do anything. We can't nothing. But it gets saved, and I'm just thinking, oh my God, we have a chance. We have a chance, and this guy misses it, man. Misses it. This is ludicrous, man. And then Palacio steps up, and I'm like, this guy's he's gonna score. It's over. He's gonna score. It's over. He's gonna score. It's over. And he saves it. They've sent it that direction like twice already. And then we finally score, and I'm thinking, he has to save it. He has to. And I see it's Acuna, and I'm like, oh my God, he's gonna bury this. You know, because it's Acuna, you would expect him to bury it. And he misses. He sends it wide. And the freaking keeper goes off celebrating like a madman. You know, this celebration, you would think we won the whole thing, but that's not yet to be decided, because we do have the game after from the winners of Brazil versus Colombia, and we're gonna find out very soon who it is in the final. And you probably would guess, you know, based on the two teams who would be in the final. And you're probably right if you pick Brazil. And yeah, we have Brazil in the final. The bracket, as you'll see real quick, it's actually broken because it has Argentina going through on pens, and it has Colombia winning, even though it clearly shows they lost 3-0. Which I don't even know how to explain what happened there. But yeah. We very early on get a nice through ball here. Brazil's just so open. We get the ball back here, and we just blast it. We just pray it goes in. Ederson's too short to reach for it. Pretty sure he went there full stretch. Doesn't get to it. We make it 1-0 inside 10 minutes. And here, hey, I just messes up, and I also wanted to show off the wave they got going on. Brazil fans thinking they're gonna win. It's unfortunate for them. Not to foreshadow our win, but you know, USA does have me, which is why we're here. And the defender there, just biggest mistake of his life. Tries to rush me, misses the tackle, lets me run through empty space. Easiest finish of my life. It becomes 2-0. And yeah, second half, not much else really happens in the game. We try to get a play here, cut back inside. I try to make a finesse to go top corner, but it just goes low, and sometimes I don't even know why it goes low. But I guess it depends on how I caught the ball there. Ederson makes a save. And that's pretty much it. 2-0 against Brazil. You know, it's the first step in the revenge arc, because you know they're the reason I got injured for 7 months. So this victory is very nice to get on them. I know it's only the South America Cup. We're technically not from South America, but it's nice to have this revenge on Brazil for what they did. You know, I could have been at Madrid a year earlier. I could have been at Bayern a year earlier. I could have been somewhere a whole year earlier, but I had to be on the sidelines for 7 months just because freaking Casemiro clashes into me, or Fabinho, or whoever clashed into me, and I'm out for 7 months on an ACL. Are you kidding me, man? So of course we're gonna celebrate this day in, day out. This is all I'm gonna talk about for the rest of the career. Just a win on Brazil. Any Brazilian player on that team is not getting the ball from me, except probably Rodrigo and Vinicius, because you know I have to play. I have to play for Zidane, or else he fires me. But yeah, we get that win. EA need to fix their trophy celebrations, man, because like literally, what is this? He's holding the air above the trophy. They really need to mocap different trophies, man. Like I'm so tired of like them clutching air.
And this is really special. Getting to celebrate in front of your own fans.
Genuinely embarrassing that a company is not able to freaking lift a trophy. And this guy's not even like a face scan player. He's literally a generic player. So it's like, what are you doing? But I think this is our first. International trophy. I can't remember the last time we played for US and won a trophy. So it's really nice to get this under our belt. I guess in real life this would be Copa America, so having a Copa America in under the belt is really nice. Oh, that's yeah. But yeah, we get the win, and now we actually get to move on to the next part. We get a loan offer, or not a loan offer, but we get a transfer offer here from Bayern. They wanna get us, but we say no, and we actually get another offer just before the El Clasico from Inter. And at first, I kind of thought about it. Inter would be a nice team to go to. I'm pretty sure they still have Lautaro. But yeah, let's get into it.
It is a Spanish football rivalry that quite simply speaks for itself. The two most successful teams in Spain with such passionate fans. Stay with us, we'll bring you all the action live from the Bernabeu as Real Madrid face Barcelona.
So yeah, we get an El Clasico, literally like week 2 of LaLiga, which is always it's crazy to think about how many times Barcelona will face Real Madrid in the league. Like they get a minimum 2, and then sometimes they get more, which is just crazy. We get a nice ball here. We slot it home with our left foot. Surprisingly, we don't miss with our left foot here. But I think I might have hit it with the outside of my foot, because we do have that trait. And here I try to get a through ball, but Ter Stegen is there to catch it easily. We try to put a cross in. Comes down to nothing. I want a through ball here, and he just says, "Nah, I'm good." And we don't get that ball here to get inside, and finishes 1-0 in the second half. And we start the second half off with a great run here. We have a yellow card because there was a tackle I did, and obviously I got a yellow card for it. But as long as we're not sent off, I really don't care about yellow cards. I know once I get 5 in the league, I get a suspension, but I don't usually get yellow cards that consecutively. And we go for the scorpion kick, but it's not powerful enough to beat Ter Stegen in that position. We're still chasing the hat trick. I try to go for the shot here. Ter Stegen makes another save, and he stops me. We get another through ball here that I didn't trigger, and surprisingly, it's a good ball. Because look, I asked for the ball here. I asked for a through ball, but he stops and comes back to give the pass to my feet, which is not what I wanted in the slightest. So I don't even know sometimes. But yeah, it ends 2-0 for us, and that's a pretty good victory. I wanted the hat trick. Sadly, I couldn't get it. Try to get something in the last minute, but it's no good. And yeah, we have to move on. 2-0 win very early in the season, especially against Barcelona, is very important because Barca and Atletico obviously are the two other rivals that come for La Liga. They're probably the only ones that come close to La Liga, to the La Liga title. Maybe Sevilla, but I don't know if they have a. I don't know what their squad is off the top of my head, so I don't know if they're strong enough. But obviously, Barcelona and Real Madrid's teams are just absolutely crazy. And you can see there we sold Goretzka, which is absolutely terrible, because we ended up buying Militao just to sell Militao, just to make some sort of profit somewhere. Because I don't know what this club is doing, but as long as they can afford me and my wages, I will continue to try to give the best results that I can. And yeah, now we're in the transfer window. We're at the end of this month, and in the next episode you'll see the cup games and the UCL, because now we're back in the normal season. This is the beginning of the new season, so this is technically season 5, and hopefully our goal for this season is definitely to score more Champions League goals and to make sure that we can probably win it. I've decided to change the format for the difficulty. I want to make the group stages on World Class because that feels a little bit more appropriate. I'll make the knockout stages on Legendary, and then the final will be played on Ultimate, just so it scales upward based on the sections. Because group stages at Legendary were both good and bad, because you know the AI would be tough, but at the same time our AI would make dumb decisions. So I want to avoid my team making dumb decisions. So I went that route with it, and then the knockouts. It feels more appropriate for it to be legendaries, because you know knockout stages is where the best of the best rise through the ashes to be on the road to win the Champions League. So I feel like it's more appropriate for that section to be that section to be legendary, and then the final should be played on Ultimate, just because it's the pinnacle. And you know, some days it's really easy to win a final, some days it's a 0-0 final and you have to go into extra time and all this jazz. But yeah, I wanted to change it just a bit, just so you guys are aware of it. I know in the beginning we did follow that structure with the teams and the difficulties and stuff, but like we never had to go beyond World Class because we never played in cups that were better than what League Cups were. You know, for the prime example would be when we as Stevenage played against Manchester City and Man United, we would play them on World Class because that's what their Prem League is. You know, the standard for top 5 league I had as is World Class, regardless of what kind of level they're at. You know, it could be the 20th place Premier League team. I would still have to play them on World Class because they're in the Premier League. And so that scaling would be there, which is why we play LaLiga on World Class regardless of what team it is. And you know, sometimes the teams are reflective of the results. You know, when we play Valladolid, there was a 6-0 win, and that was on the same difficulty as another game that we barely won 2-1. Because you know, different teams have different strengths, and we're just here to see if we can beat the best. And with that being said, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for watching the video. This is the end of the video, obviously, because we got the calendar here, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one with some more player career mode. Peace.